again. This is Carol Rios with Tap Into Miracles, and we're discussing the feminine principle tonight. It is night here, as you can see, it's kind of dark. Anyway, thank you for joining me. What I'd like to discuss a little bit is you and I and everyone knows there's a lot of changes happening in the world that seem a little disconcerting in so many different ways, and I think that to get through the current changes that are happening within our society, the technological world is just taking off way ahead of us, and it's overwhelming to the mind and feeling a little unsettled when we haven't even gotten to know truly ourselves, and there's so much stimulus out there in the world that's taking us away and keep causing our attention to focus out there more and more and more. And it's telling you that you really need this, you really want this. I think that the feminine principle, which is an energy that's coming, an awareness that's coming into the world for our own awareness, more and more through the consciousness of each one of us, men and women. Especially for the women, we become more understanding, more nurturing. That feminine side is the love principle, the nurturing. You're not just doing it out of a sense of duty, you're doing it out of a sense of love and caring. And when that is awakened in the male, it creates a wonderful balance in society. And that's not to say that the masculine side of man will be wiped out. That's not true, at least in my estimation. It is rather to enhance the life of the man, bringing to his awareness that love principle that may have been stifled because of society's desire to keep them being strong. And men were told that they're not supposed to cry and they're not supposed to feel, and because they were warriors. And we don't need that anymore. As much as society would like to tell you the opposite, we need desperately to get in touch with that feminine principle, which is awakening, and it's not desperate anymore. It is happening, whether we like it or not. And it's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. The nurturing side of us to awaken as to why we should be gentle with ourselves and others, and be more compassionate. Compassion leads to an understanding and awareness of love's presence within us and within everyone, because we can see ourselves in others, and that's a wonderful and beautiful thing. Okay, and what about the perceptions that are changing? Also, the awareness that we're, just questioning. There's also seems to, and I'm going to back up for a minute, there also seems to be an energy that is trying to stifle the new perceptions that people are having. So it's almost like as we get into a greater awareness in one aspect, you have an energy within the world that seems to be trying to keep things status quo, as if there's a great fear of things changing too much. What would that cause? What would happen if everyone became this so-called empowered being on the planet? It's like, who would be in control? And the good news is that when you're coming from a place of the heart or the divine feminine, you would never act without considering the whole. You would only act with compassion for the whole of life, the whole of the world. So how does empowering yourself help to bring more harmony, more peace, be nurturing, like a good mother that nurtures her child up and to be healthy and well. So as you can see, I've switched locations, but to continue on, the thing I was wanting to share regarding this discussion of the feminine principle is what I have personally been becoming more and more aware of as I do the kind of work that is a connection to spirit. What I have learned within myself is that to kind of look away from the kinds of things that are tempting me constantly to indulge in, and that is a destructive side of society, I suppose, because it's taking away the energy that can be used to locate within us the power source that is available for healing ourselves and the world. And so part of the commitment that I made to myself, I made to the universe, and I made to nature, because I believe it is all within me. Everything that I perceive outside of myself is really within me. And I think that's true for all of us. I think that we're projecting out to that world, to the perceived world. So the commitment that I have within myself to heal within myself, to eat the proper nutritious foods, and so we want to kind of build a strength system. It's kind of like working out. If you work out, you know that you have to be disciplined in certain ways. So this is the same thing, only you're disciplining yourself on an internal level of being aware of your thoughts, of the trying to, I guess, corrupt you. You know, like a little child that gets corrupted by hanging out with the wrong kids, and it seems like fun and all that, and maybe it is for a while, but essentially, if it steals the energy that it takes for you to live a healthy life, I've experienced what it costs to have continual negative feelings, the anxieties and all of that. So by living your life long enough and through many years, and I have lived many years, eventually, if you're smart enough and you've suffered enough, you say enough is enough. And the divine feminine that is permeating the consciousness of all of us is simply saying, be gentle with yourself, and love yourself enough to have the kind of respect that you would for any other human being that you highly regard, that life is a gift to you, and to honor it, and to cherish it, feed it, and love it. So we're going to share our lives together and help each other, nurture each other as we nurture ourselves. And but you have to start with yourself, because that's where you're at. I mean, that's your point of reference. You see the world from where you're at, your point of reference, your makeup, your design, your DNA, that little code that made you what you are today is unique in a very creative, very beautiful, very artistic pattern of life that is here to bring us, like, like you wouldn't want, if you saw a field of flowers and they were all different colors, you wouldn't want to take one color, remove one color or design from that beautiful palette, because it would diminish that the essence of all of that. So that's who we are. We are here to bring something beautiful to this world, and as we awaken to the knowledge of who we truly are and the power that we truly possess, and we do truly possess it, the shedding of the ego mentality that tells us that we need and that we should want and we should acquire all of the things that the world says that we need, and to be afraid of this and protect yourself from that. All of that is going to be kind of cast to the side because of all the truth that's moving in to replace it. And then one day when we realize that with that little tiny amount of faith in ourselves, we can truly move mountains. It said that literally in the Bible, that there are so many miracles that we can do and greater. So the fact that we don't do them only means that we don't believe in it. We don't have faith in that. So that is where we're healing. That is where the divine feminine gives us enough time and essence to sit back and nurture ourselves, to become aware of who we truly are, and to love ourselves enough to grow in that essence, and just plant that seed in your inner mind, the inner subconscious mind, every day, a little bit more and more, abstaining from the kinds of things that steal your power. And you know what they are. You know that they don't make you feel good, and even if you think they're important, just consider that sometimes that thinking mind is directed by the ego, and you want to step back a little bit behind that facade that is the character or the personality, and just step back just a half an inch and be the observer of that actor who you think you are, and just observe that and forgive all those fears and all that energy that's been given away to the world, and just relax for a little while each day, whether it's a minute. It doesn't take a lot. In the Course in Miracles it says it only takes a holy instant to heal the world, and it only takes one person, one healed soul, to heal the world. We're not awake enough to recognize that. And so that's what's happening. It's not even about, there's nothing really to do. It's only to awaken, because it's already done. And thank goodness for that, okay? That's the good news. All right. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope that you will comment and maybe subscribe and share this video if it has any kind of message for you. And I thank you so much. God bless you.